Now to our focus on our schools at 11. The Dighton-Rehoboth High School field hockey team plans to forfeit 2 of its upcoming games to avoid facing a male player on Somerset Berkeley's team.
ABC 6 News reporter Ryan Medeiros joins us in the newsroom tonight with more on this ongoing controversy. Ryan?
John, Tiffany, I spoke with several members of the South Coast Conference today about Dighton-Rehoboth's decision to forfeit. DR Superintendent says the decision was made for safety reasons, while others say gender is just a small part of a larger issue. Dighton-Rehoboth High School's field hockey team will forfeit 2 games this fall to avoid playing a boy on Somerset Berkeley's team. The decision comes almost a year after a DR field hockey player was injured by a male player in a tournament game. Superintendent Bill Rooney recalls the incident as one of the most traumatic in his 37-year career.
Getting on that bus and seeing the terror in those girls' eyes, and I'm talking about the coaches as well, was gut-wrenching.
In light of the injury, the school committee passed a new policy this summer allowing traditionally single-sex teams to opt out of playing against members of the opposite sex.
It really kind of shed a lot of light on the difference between 16, 17, and 18-year-old girls participating against other girls versus participating against boys of the same age.
Apponequet Athletic Director Jim Cabusio has been involved with the South Coast Conference for over 30 years as a coach and athletic director. He says boys have been playing field hockey for decades, and there are player safety concerns other than gender to consider too.
Probably what's impacted this more than anything is the rule changes in field hockey over the last few years. There was a time where the ball and stick were not allowed to go very high. They are allowed to go higher this time.
Another key change was the state's decision to lift a rule requiring players to wear protective goggles. According to Cabusio, who says head coach Sidney Cuthbertson maintained the school should continue to enforce the rule.
She highly recommended that we keep the goggles because she had coached when there was no goggles, and she coached with goggles, and it was just a safer situation for our athletes. There's more injuries occurring now due to the rule change than a gender issue, in our opinion.
Regardless, Dighton-Rehoboth says it isn't ready to subject its players to another injury by a male player.
We're not, immune to the fact that injuries are going to happen in athletics. But when males are given the opportunity to compete against females, then the severity of the injury is what we're concerned about.
Somerset Berkeley Superintendent Jeff Schoonover responding in a statement tonight, saying in part, his district follows all MIAA regulations and supports the rights of all students to access and participate in athletics for which they are eligible. In the newsroom, I'm Ryan Medeiros, ABC 6 News.
Ryan, thank you.